What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Nest Protocol. Now, there is something this is an interesting one because obviously it is sort of an oracle, like a decentralized oracle for Ethereum. They're looking at basically becoming one of the most valuable projects. That's what they want to be. But there is one significant red flag for me that I'm going to talk about in this video. Along with what I think it can do in terms of price. Because I still think this can do a running price, but I want to share the red flag with you. But before I get into that, if you're new to this channel, these are the first 26 coins I spoke about on this channel. They're also the ones I owned when I made the channel. Had you put in just $100 into each of these coins when I released the videos about them, and then you never sold them, you literally rode them down into a bear cycle and recession. If you sold those coins today, you could still be in profit for $13K from a $2,600 investment, so a solid 5x, doing everything wrong. But if you just sold these coins in 2021 like I did when the markets were red hot, $100 into each could have netted you a profit of 123 grand. It's a big difference between doing the right and the wrong thing. Now, as I said, I sold all these off, so they're not what I own. But if you want to see my current portfolio, you can do. You just have to go to copymycrypto.com. It's where I share every coin I own. Anytime I make a change to my portfolio, I let the members know in real time. We release videos on a daily basis talking about the markets, which we've had with pinpoint accuracy for the last few months. It's been absolutely perfect. And then on top of that, we have a history of success on both the site and the channel. And the one that leads the way in that is Phantom. In 2021, I released a course called The Best Cryptocurrency Investment of 2020. It was about Phantom. I said it would 100x or more. It did 677 times gains. So if you'd have put in 2 grand, you could have netted 1.3 million if you'd sold at the top. Now, I will find another Phantom. And when I do, I'm going to go on to my site. I'm not going to build the course like last time. I'm just going to go onto my site and do what I do with all other coins, which is tell the members about the coin, tell them the gains I think it can have, and tell them the percentage of my money I'm putting in. And if they want to copy along, they can do. And if that interests you and you want to take the work out of your crypto investing, go read the site. And if you like it, maybe I'll see you there, guys. So Nest Protocol. 1.4 mil in terms of volume, so not huge volume. Not bad. It's never really been too low, and when it launched in 2020, it was doing pretty good volume. Nest Protocol is all about having a decentralized oracle, effectively. So Nest Protocol is the stochastic computer based on PVM, which enables the generation and programming of stochastic assets. So if you're unfamiliar, stochastic asset is an on-chain asset that can be issued and destroyed in response to random information flows. So Nest Protocol works by utilizing the program stochastic asset combined with the Nest Oracle to generate stochastic assets. So the probabilistic virtual machine is a class of virtual machine structure based on a library of basic functions that allows developers to assemble any app they ever want. So it's very similar to Ethereum Virtual Machine. And PVM can be utilized in the same way as the EVM. The development path is pretty damn clear. They've worked on the Oracle for several years now. The Oracle is up and running and works very, very nicely. They then did the Oracle upgrade. They've then merged Fork Protocol and Nest Protocol to create the Nest Oracle and OMM and PVM. They currently have 1 million community members across all platforms, and they're on a number of exchanges, not least of which is obviously Coinbase. It landed on Coinbase in the summer of last year. And it was added as to the experimental asset label. Its integrations are with plenty. You've got your Binance's, Coinbase, Huobi's, etc. And you know what? Their app is pretty good. Like, you can play around with their app, but their app is actually really nice. Very, very straightforward. These are, you can long or short the market with either the Ethereum to USDT trading pair or the Bitcoin to USDT trading pair on their futures, which is quite nice. Like I say, really simple and really straightforward to use. The payment is in the Nest token. So the Nest token has real functionality there. And you can either pick BNB or Ethereum network. And they also have their NFTs. So their NFTs like Nest NFT, 99.9 Nest. And it runs through how to play. So you can try to dig a Cyber Inc. NFT with a cost of 99.9 Nest. There's a chance to get a Cyber Inc. NFT worth 300 to 3,000 Nest directly. After the dig, you claim a mystery box. You open it within 12 minutes. And after opening the mystery box, you can dig again at the same cost. And so on and so on. So it's sort of a gamble, really. And they run through the probability. 1% winning rate for the 3,000 Nest NFTs. They've also got swap functionality. Swap functionality, again, very straightforward. Limited on the swaps that can be done. As you can see, go from Nest to USDT. You can go from DCU to Nest, or you can go from NHBTC to Nest. So the swap functionality is limited. Now, there's a few. I want to highlight effectively the concern, I suppose, I have. So when we actually read through about the team, the Nest Research Academy is made up of practitioners from academic and industrial institutes in Europe and North America, with the goal of providing technical and theoretical support for new categories while maintaining long-term relationships with Vitalik, the Ether Foundation, CoinDesk, etc., etc. You've got the Nest Influence block, which is the main goal is to spread the new concept, category, etc. Then you've got the Nest Developer Alliance, which is in charge of development of core protocols, and then you've got the Nest Community. Now, again, in terms of their community, they're saying 1 million members on the community, but there's one thing that doesn't quite make sense, which is the viewers of the site. So, having a look through the data on the site, what I saw was 80% of the people that were visiting Nest Protocol were located in Bangladesh. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. In any crypto, when I go onto a site, when I analyze the site, when I break them down, what I see is usually a reasonable percentage of visitors are from America, or from Europe, or from Ukraine. And reasonable, there's usually a percentage in there from India. I've never seen, ever, such a high percentage from Bangladesh. So, what my query, or what the red flag, I suppose, is there is no information on the team. There is no information about who they are. They're saying the research academy is all located in institutions from Europe and North America, but there is no information about them, and so it doesn't track that such a high percentage of the overall viewership is from one specific country. It's very rare. You don't really see it within crypto. You certainly don't see it in a country such as Bangladesh as well. That doesn't track. And for me, it's a red flag in terms of just some of the information not matching up. The information has been the documentation, everything that's been written suggests that the team are based and from America. So when the data doesn't align with what they're presenting, that's a concern for me. Personally, I'm not sure this is one I would touch. For that reason, it's just that things don't match up. I like my information to make sense in terms of alignment. Like, it should match up, and the fact that it doesn't, to me, is too much of a red flag to necessarily touch. I will say this is Nest, definitely has a following. They have the site statistics show that they've had growth, like really significant growth from November, December to this past month. The growth has been too large to account for, to be tied into the fact that we've had a nice market rally, because it doesn't make sense. The surge from December to January is so big that it can't be from just a bull cycle, because not that we're in a bull cycle, but it can't be just from the market having a nice rally, because I've looked at the statistics on all of these coins, a lot of these coins, and none have had the rise that they've had. So because nothing matches up, it's one I wouldn't touch. I will say I do think this could still, presuming everything is above board, this can do a run for sure. Would not be surprised to see this hit 10 cents in the next bull cycle. But this for me is one to stay away from, because the data doesn't align. And it's just something I've not seen before. It doesn't necessarily, it doesn't mean that anything is dodgy at all, but I have never seen the level of, like, that percentage of website visitors being from one specific country. And even when it's been close to that, he's talking about 70% or 80% from one country. Within crypto, it's almost always either India, Ukraine, a European country, or America. Never seen Bangladesh in there, ever. Sometimes you get Vietnam or Singapore, but they don't usually take up the entirety of the visitors. So just that it for me is a bit of a red flag, so it's one I wouldn't touch. And I can't explain the date. I can't explain it, which is why I wouldn't touch it. But what do you guys think? Because legitimately, look, it's a good app. They're limited on functionality right now, but they can. Obviously, they're going to grow and develop that. And they do have a strong community. Their website use has surged. What do you think it can do? Let me know in the comments down below, because this for me is one where I'm like, wouldn't touch it because of that red flag, but there's no evidence that there's anything off. It's just my personal, I wouldn't touch it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel no end. It will be much appreciated. And the videos will make you money, and they'll save you money, so you don't want to miss them. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own, go to copymycrypto.com. It's where I share every coin I own, every one I buy, every one I sell. The members are always alerted in real time. Videos are released on a daily basis talking about the markets. Tutorials are set up for beginners, because we do have thousands of members and a lot of them have never invested in crypto before. So these tutorials guide them the way through. And then on top of that, we've made some of the biggest calls in crypto, not least of which is obviously Phantom. Phantom is the king of calls. No one in 2020 was talking about it, and I always recommend go through your favorite YouTubers and look at Phantom videos from 2020. You won't find any, and if you do, it will be a video about Phantom possibly doing a 4 or 5x, but it won't be confidently saying this is going to be the biggest gainer of the bull cycle, which is what I said about Phantom. When I find the next Phantom, I won't do a course like last time. I'm going to go onto my site. I'm going to tell my members about the coin. I'm going to tell them the gains I think it can have, and I'm going to tell them the percentage of my money I'm putting in. And if they want to copy along, they can do. And again, if that really interests you, go read the site. And remember that everything you read, you can verify yourself on the YouTube channel's history. And maybe I'll see you there, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.